Hello viewers, welcome once again to Esomnofu online math class. In this video, we are going to continue with our geometric progression. Kindly hit the red button to subscribe to my channel. It gives you notification whenever any video is uploaded. Now today we are going to focus on these two questions to enable you master appropriately what geometric progression is all about. If you followed my last video on geometric progression, you see that I gave you a kind of overview that summarizes everything about geometric progression. Now, the information you've learned in that video will be utilized in dealing with these two problems we are having here. So let's take them one after the other. All right. The first question is telling us to find the system of a geometric progression below. As you can see, the progression is 2, 6, 18, etc. Now, the most important thing you need in every given progression, be it a GP or an AP, is the first term. And our first term here is A, which is 2. Now, after your A, the next thing you need to know is the common ratio. The common ratio is associated with the geometric progression, while common difference is associated with arithmetic progression. So to get your common ratio, you divide the second term by the first term or the third term by the second term. That is how to get the common ratio. But if you look here very well, you understand that 3 multiplies 2 will give us 6, and 6 multiplied by 3 will give us 18. So you will notice here that the common ratio here is 3, because successive terms are obtained by multiplying using a constant number or ratio known as the common ratio, which is 3. So you can tell them that your common ratio R implies 6 over 2, or you say 18 over 6. No matter the one you take, you must get 3 as your common ratio. Now I'm looking for the 6th term, and you know that the nth term, which is the general term of any given geometric progression, is given by ARn minus 1. So T6, which is now the system, will be A, which is 2, times R, which is 3, power of n. I'm talking about n. N is the system, so my n will now be 6. So I'll put 6 here in place of n, then minus 1. So T6 will be 2 times 6 minus 1 will give us 5. And 3 power of 5 is equivalent to 243, because 3 power of 5 implies 3 times 3 times 3 into 5 times, which will give us 243. And finally, you multiply 243 by 2, you'll be getting 486 as the system of this given geometric progression. So we've tackled the first question. Let me clean here so that we'll complete this to help you to concretize your knowledge of geometric progression. All right, for the second question, we are told that the second term of a GP is 35 and the fourth term is 875. That we should find the first term and the fifth term of this geometric progression. Of course, we cannot get the fifth term without getting the first term. Now, this one is more advanced than the first question we've dealt with. So let us analyze this and get the solution. The second term is T2. And T2, we know that Tn is ARn minus 1. So my T2 will be A, R, N is 2, because I'm talking about second term. So I have 2 minus 1. And we are told that is equivalent to 35. So you write equal to 35. So T2 will give me AR. 2 minus 1 is 1, so no need of writing 1 here, because R power of 1 is the R equals 35. I can call this equation 1. I will leave it. Another information was given. We were told that the fourth term is 875. So I can write T4 equals AR 4 minus 1, because fourth term n will turn to 4, equal to 875 as they said. Now T4 will give me AR3 equals 875. This is now equation 2. Now, to get the value of A or R, I have to match these two equations and work with it. So I can write divide equation 2 by equation 1. So let me divide equation 2 by equation 1 to get what I want. So I'll write T4 over T2, that is dividing T4 by T2. I'll have AR power of 3 over, here I have AR equals 875 all over 35. 875 over 35. Now here we cancel A. I'll have R power of 3 divided by R power of 1 is just R power of 2. That's R squared, because the power is 1 here. According to the laws of indices, you say 3 minus 1 to give you 2. Equals, now let us divide by 5. 5 here is 7. 5 divided 8 is 1. Remember 3. 5 divided 37 is 7. Remember 2. 5 divided 25 is 5. So have 175 over 7. Let us check if 7 can go into 175. 7 here is 1. 7 divided 17 is 2. Remember 4. Remember 3. Now 7 into 35 is just 5. So when I divide 875 by 35, I am getting 25. So let me clean this side and complete this question. Okay, so but I can complete it here. So I have here that R squared is 25 after dividing 875 by 35. Now R will just be square root of 25, and square root of 25 will give us 5. So having got R as 5, I can go ahead to get my A, because from equation 1, I have that AR is equal to 35. So if AR is equal to 35 from this point, so it means that A times R, which is now 5, will be 35. So I will divide both sides by 5. 5 cancel out. So A will give me 7. So my first term, I've answered question A. My first term is 7. My common ratio is 5. With this, I can now get the fifth term. Fifth term, which is T5, will now be A, which is 7, times my R, which is now 5, raised to power of 5, because I'm talking about T5, minus 1. Okay? So this will give us 7 times 5 power of 4. Now, what's the value of 5 power of 4? 5 power of 4 implies 5 times 5, which is 25, times 5, which is 125, times 5 again, which is 625. So 5 power of 4 is 625. So this is the same thing as saying 7 times 625. All right? So let's multiply 625 by 7. Whatever we get is just the answer to this T5, the fifth term of the sequence. So 625 multiplied by 7. Let's see what it will give us. 7 times 5 is 35. We have 5 carry 3. 7 times 2 is 14. Plus 3 we have 17. Carry 1. 7 times 6 is 42. Plus 1 we have 43. So the fifth term of the sequence is 4,375. That's just it. So you see that there is not a big deal to deal with problems that involves geometric progression. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, kindly hit the red button to subscribe to my channel. It gives you notification whenever a new video is out. Thank you for viewing.